That's good?
Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat
It is
shalom.
wonderful to see all of you, and we are especially pleased to see two Bar Mitzvah families here getting ready for tomorrow, so we will call you up in a few moments. In the meantime, if everyone would take a neshima amukah, a deep breath, and let it out. And we are going to begin with the singing of Shalom Aleichem, which is on page 24. Please join us in prayer and in song.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Ashadrei, Malachei Ashadrei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachuni l'shalom, Malachei hashalom, Malachei hashalom, Malachei elyon, V'melech, Malachei amlachim, Hakadosh, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem, Seitchem l'shalom, Malachei hashalom, Malachei, Malachei elyon, V'melech, Malachei amlachim, Hakadosh, Hakadosh Baruch Hu.
We continue now with the blessing over the candles for Shabbat, and by inviting Juliana Cole and Zach Funk forward, please, with your immediate families, to lead us in the blessing over the candles, and then to have a special blessing for your Bar Mitzvah. You can go on up.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, our eternal God, on this Shabbat of your Bar Mitzvah, we wish for you to be people of character, strong but not tough, gentle but not weak. We wish for you to be righteous but not self-righteous, honest but not unforgiving. Wherever you journey, may your steps be firm, and may you walk in just paths and not be afraid. Whenever you speak, may your words be words of wisdom and friendship. May your hands build and your hearts preserve what is good and beautiful in our world. May the voices of the generations of our people move through you, and may the God of our ancestors be your God as well. May you know that there is a people, a rich heritage to which you belong, and from that sacred place you are connected to all who dwell on earth. May the stories of our people be upon your hearts, and may the grace of the Torah rhythm dance in your souls. We say together, Amen. Mazel tov. You can go have a seat, and we will call. We continue with Lecha Dodi, which is on pages 20 and 21, We will sing verses 1, 2, 5, 8, and 9. And at the 9th verse, we will ask you to rise in body or spirit and face the door to greet the Shabbat bride. Now that we have welcomed Shabbat, it is time to welcome one another. Please wish Shabbat Shalom to someone behind you, in front of you, next to you. Shabbat Shalom to everyone streaming online. Now that everyone feels warm and welcome, we continue on page 26 with the Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shmei Rabbah Be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayechon v'yomechon U'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala Bagala U'vizman kari v'himeru Amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olam me'armaiha Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitrambam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei dekodesha b'rihu lehilah min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma vehimeru Amen.
We rise in body or spirit and turn to page 28 for the Baruch Hu.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach
Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Yadadai dai dai. 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 Yadadai dai dai.
Please be seated. We continue together at the top of page 31. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Haravim.
Page 33 in the middle. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol, all these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form?
Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Ba'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'otecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha vedibarta bam vishivtecha bevitecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam lehot al yadecha ve'ayu letotafot beinenecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedushim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet.
Page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. The Michamocha is on page 40. Please join us.
Michamocha ba'elim Adonai Michamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot Hosef Michamocha ba'elim Adonai Michamocha nedar b'kodesh nora tehilot Hosef who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai, who is like you? Who is like you? Who is like you? Adonai.
Since October 7th, it has been our custom to offer a prayer for Israel at this time in our service. This prayer is called Peace. It is by Rabbi Sonia K. Piltz. Peace begins here in the darkest hour with our backs to the wall and too much to lose. Peace does not begin over latkes and cookies or by switching off our phones. Peace begins after decades of planning, much communication, of growing stronger and training responses that make our boundaries clear. Peace does not look like a dove or a palm branch in the old city. Peace begins when we are done with suffering, when we are firm and determined and we don't care anymore what others may think. Peace begins here, right at this moment. It begins with the small gestures of affirmation and care for who we are and ought to be, over and over again. Our prayer for peace, for a shelter of peace, the Hashkivenu, is on page 42.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, V'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Hashkivenu, Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, from sorrow and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim.
The central prayer of our worship service, the Tefillah, may be found on page 46. Please rise in body or spirit and face east.
Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi agitehi latecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei HaKol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע מגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, קדושים בכל יום יהללו סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may continue now in your own private tefillah. At the conclusion of your prayer, please be seated. To our own prayers on this Shabbat, do we add prayers to those in our congregational family and beyond who are ill and in need of healing? You will see projected those members of our congregation and our families who are ill and in need of healing. If you have come into this place thinking of a loved one in need of physical or spiritual healing, please say the name of that person either aloud or in your hearts as my eyes meet yours. Mishaberach, our prayer for healing, is found on page 253.
משברח אבותינו ואמותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך את החולים. הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם, לך חרימם ורפאותם ולך חזיקם, וישלח להם מהרה רפואה שלמה מן השמיים, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף, השתה בגלה ובזמן קריב, ונאמר אמן.
Nearing the end of the period known as Sfirat HaOmer, the counting of the 49 days between the great festivals of Pesach and Shavuot. From an agricultural perspective, these days were crucial for farmers in the land of Israel who would pray for proper rain and wind and warmth to ensure a good harvest for their crops. For our agrarian forebears, these 7 weeks between Pesach and Shavuot were filled with anxiety, excitement, and anticipation. On the historical side, this 7-week period has been equally critical, for these days link the Exodus from Egypt, the story that we tell at Passover each year, with the revelation at Sinai and the giving of the Torah, which we will mark less than 1 week from now. Between Pesach and Shavuot, then, the growth of seeds into plants in the field is mirrored in our history by the maturation of the Jews as a people in bondage to a nation under a law. In synagogues, schools, and in homes, we too count from 1 to 50 every day from Pesach to Shavuot. And as we do, we are instructed to contemplate the story of our people as they wandered through the desert, the miracle that allowed them to escape at Egypt, and finally, to arrive at Sinai. The phenomenon of a God acting in and through history who inspired the Jewish people and protected them on their journey. Our own counting from Pesach to Shavuot this year has taken on an additional facet, a counting of a different kind. The Anti-Semitism Research Center published an article last week with a staggering statistic. A total of 183 anti-Semitic incidents took place around the world last week, averaging 26 incidents per day, more than 1 per hour. This pace represented a significant 30% uptick from the 141 incidents so far in 2026 per week. At a time of year when we relive our people's movement from the bondage of Egypt to the top of Mount Sinai, and as we number our blessings with each passing day, it is difficult to fully celebrate. We see hatred and stereotyping, propaganda posters and violence, blatant anti-Semitism taking place in New York, Toronto, London, France, Australia, even South Korea, just last week. Perhaps never has the act of counting the days and counting these incidents been more profound and painful. And while the promise of Sinai will come each year on day 50, bringing to a close the wilderness experience once and for all, this year we cannot help but wonder what miracle it will take to end this contemporary wilderness experience for us, the Jewish people, an experience that has left so many people feeling alone and abandoned, so distant from our dreams of wholeness and completeness. Our Torah portion this week, too, is about counting. The first Torah portion of the book of Numbers, Parashat Bamidbar, opens with the children of Israel in the desert, finally out of the grip of Egyptian slavery. The first thing that such freedom yields, we learn, is a full census of the entire people, tribe by tribe, family by family, person by person. The message is clear. Every person is counted. Each soul counts and must be counted upon. This is what we need to be focused on. The new beginning of spring, our renewal of faith in the Torah that comes next week with the festival of Shavuot, the near conclusion of another school year, the endless possibilities that are ours. Counting anti-Semitic incidents is anathema to the message of this week's Torah portion and to these final days of counting the Omer. I looked back at a fascinating editorial by David Brooks that appeared during Passover a few years ago. He wrote that the story of the Jewish people and their redemption from Egypt served as a foreshadowing for the later American narrative, which was also about people coming here to make themselves a home free from persecution. Brooks believed that these narratives have held people together. The stories of escape from bondage and the tireless journeys toward freedom. But Brooks believes that our hold on these narratives may be weakening. The rise in anti-Semitism, the political polarization, the lack of civility in our communities, these have eclipsed, perhaps replaced, the old narratives of being strangers in a strange land, seeking safety in a land of our own. Perhaps, he wrote, these are no longer our common story. He argues that the move toward extreme individualism has overshadowed the value people once found in communal identities. Our shared past of persecution no longer has the meaning it once had. Perhaps we are no longer one people with one destiny. Unfortunately, the past few years have borne out Brooks's prediction of this sea change. Individualism is great, but it has a dark side. When pushed to an extreme, it can result in loneliness, a feeling of disconnection, a lack of attachment to people or movement or story. More than any outside crisis or enemy force, then, we face a crisis of purpose, when our objective is that of individual survival alone. Without a sense of belonging, community, if we are not vigilant, cynicism and selfishness come to replace idealism and community. Vandals deface synagogues, homes, and cars with swastikas in Queens. A shooter in Toronto, from his moving vehicle, fired a gel pellet gun at a Jewish passerby. An anti-Semitic poster at a gas station in Besançon, France, blamed Israel for rising fuel prices. The poster pictured an offensive anti-Semitic caricature alongside with the caption, "Expensive? Thanks, Israel." A man in Sydney, Australia, wore a shirt that read, "Anti-Semitism, proud to be accused." These are just a few of the 183 anti-Semitic incidents that occurred last week. But we cannot let these incidents make us dark or pessimistic or add to our downward spiral, for this is antithetical to the message of Shavuot and to our identity as Jews, as the anti-Semitic events themselves. Shavuot is about counting up toward goodness. It is about the compelling movement upward out of Egypt toward freedom. It is a narrative that is supposed to bring us together and lift us and not drive us apart. The Exodus and Sinai narratives are optimistic and goal-centered, people-focused. They are ours to reclaim. But it is going to take more than one or two of us to step up and step forward and lead. Our complacency and tendency to judge the world by the way we feel in our own small, private realms and in the comfort of our insular families is not only self-deceptive, it will ultimately fail and fail us. We are Jews, heirs to a forward-thinking, forward-moving narrative, a heritage that values collaboration and community, hope and optimism. If we work at it, this same narrative will propel us into the future, just as it has for the past 4 millennia. We need to reframe. We have only a few days left to metaphorically reach to the top of the mountain. Shavuot is a good time to reset. We need to give ourselves over to the possibility that redemption and revelation are not just events of the past, that they continue to inspire us in our own day. Human beings must have purpose to live, and we must find that purpose and dwell together in community. May we complete the counting of the Omer as our ancestors did, with full trust and confidence that their work and their optimism would yield a successful grain for Shavuot. And like the census that was conducted in the book of Numbers, may we remember that it is upon each of us to count each person as a blessing and as hope for the future. As we remember and reenact the unique moment that occurred on Mount Sinai next week on Thursday and Friday, may we be moved to align ourselves with the upward and outward spiral of the Jewish narrative, our narrative. the story of the power of community, the enduring nature of the human spirit, the timeless values of an ancient religion that still speaks to us today. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with the Aleinu on page 282 as we
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, לתקן עולם במלכות שדי. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
We never conclude a service without sacred memory. At this time, we remember those whose yahrzeits, the anniversary of whose deaths, occurs this week. Francis Bell, Joseph Chaikin, Herbert Stephen Gordon, Reuben Gordon, Mary Hannah, Bert Isaacson, Joanne Snyder Eisenberg, Shirley Kestenman, Abraham Lefkovich, Juliet Lichtenstein, Jacob Lokish, Jeanette Metzger, Harry Platt, Aileen Popkin, Lillian Pugash, Beatrice Stein Rosemark, Dora Lerner Rossman, Devora Klamer Rubin, Henry Zelig Ruskell, Albert Sakowitz, Samuel Schwartz, Rose Shapiro, Edward Sherman, Benjamin Smallberg, Alan Bruce Teaguy, George Winefield. And we remember these who died during this past month, whose families observe Shloshim, the 30-day period of mourning. Stanley Swartz, father of Jeff Swartz, Jacqueline Kimmelsteele, mother of Carrie Kimmelsteele, Steffa Morell, sister of Richard Morell, Michael Eliastam, Larry DeHaan, father of Stephanie Lerner, Barry L. Rosenberg, stepfather of Stephanie Lerner. We take all of them into our hearts and ask whether there are others whom you would like to remember on this Shabbat, or please correct any mispronunciations. We continue with Kaddish on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, B'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam olmei olmaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudesha barichu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata,
Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shalom rabba min shamaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates peace in heaven bring peace to us, to all Israel, to all humanity, and especially to those who mourn. And we say together,
Amen.
Amen. You may be seated, and there will be a few people passing out some wine and grape juice for Kiddush. I don't have any announcements this
Whoa,
week, but
amazing.
I can tell you that our Hineni program is concluded, so please don't come this Sunday. If you're a K through 6 student, we miss you, but
We look forward to you coming back taller in the fall.
there you go. Thank you. On Wednesday, we have a special guest. Professor Rachel Fish will be here as part of our Jewish Leadership Series. She is a phenomenal speaker, historian, and I highly recommend that people come and hear her. Tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m., we have our Shabbat minyan. And at 9:30 a.m., we have Torah study. Yes, Mark?
Related to your sermon, I think it's appropriate that the Gomar was being founded when the state of Israel declared independence on May 14, 1948, 76 years ago yesterday, or 78 years ago yesterday, according to the secular calendar.
Nice. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Any others? We will regather next week here at 6:15 for our Shabbat service. Oh, and Shavuot,
Yes.
sorry. Thursday and Friday morning, we do have an online festival service for Shavuot. So take a look at your emails to find out when. I
There's
believe
one
it's
more.
8:30. Book group on Thursday night. Right. Rabbi Danny is speaking about I See You've Called In Dead. A very, very interesting novel. Okay.
We
are
Zach
going
and
to
Juliana.
invite Juliana and Zach back
join
up
us for Kiddush.
And we ask the congregation please to
Come on up,
rise.
kids.
Come on up. Here, we have these
And
cups
we're going to
for
trade
you.
you the fancy cups here. So come on up. We can take that. And here you go. Come to the center. We've got the book open right here for you.
Ready?
Baruch
Atah
Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom tehillah lemikra kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta im kol amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava v'ratzon hinchatanu
Baruch atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat L'chaim.
L'chaim. Before we do Motzi, I just want to
express gratitude, of course, to Cantor Hollis. It's always a pleasure to lead services with you, and also to John Legg, who has allowed us to be seen and heard tonight. Thank
Just
you.
Put that down, and if you guys would each put a hand on the challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Good
shalom.
Shabbos. Yalai, lai, 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 yalai, lai, 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 yalai, lai, 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 yalai, yalai, lai, 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 yalai, lai, 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 yalai, lai, yalai, lai, 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 ai, lai, ai, lai, yalai, lai, 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 ai, lai, 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 lai. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Good Shabbos.
to the front there.